As we scroll down through this list, we see that we have a story in here about upgrading lighting on a John Deere tractor. So I'm going to go ahead and open that dialogue. Maybe Richard recently purchased more ground. Now he's doing more road transport than he used to in the past. Maybe he hasn't done anything about lighting on his machines. This is the perfect time to look at his tractors and talk to him about road transportation, visibility, and safety, and enhancing the lighting on those machines. This document has roof lamps, it's got hood lamps, it's got extremity lights, it's got all the part numbers, it has all the model numbers that are appropriate for each solution. And you can take this, print this out, and go have that dialogue with Richard. If we go take a look at the JDM search on that 7610 tractor, we'll see that Parts Marketing has also provided more information on extremity light kits. And so if we open that up, we've got a nice marketing document here. It's got pictures, it's got features, it's got benefits. So between the technical information that you got from tips and troubleshooting and this document from Parts Marketing, you have two companion pieces that really give you something to talk to that customer about when it comes to road transportation, visibility, and safety. So you can take both those and attach that to that agenda for Richard Carson. Now, earlier we talked about what happens if you get out there and discover machines aren't there when you're updating the profile. We showed how you can delete them. Just as often, don't you get out there and you discover that there are machines that are there that you don't have in the profile? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this Add Import button off the Machine Profile Management screen. And this allows you to add on the fly machines that you've discovered there that are not in your profile. In this case, we've discovered the customer owns a Case International 2388 track combine. So we load the basic information on the combine and the hour meter readings. We load the information in the comments that may help us identify the parts that it uses when they're at the parts counter, and things that we're going to track on that combine in future calls. That again, when we hit that synchronize icon, that goes up to the business system. But here's what I really like about adding machines while you're standing in that customer's barn. Is that as soon as you add a machine, you've got access to the cross-reference to the parts marketing material that's loaded in Parts Expert related to that machine. So you load the Case combine, and then you turn around and start talking about the all-mix capability you have on that machine in about 1 second. It's knowledge when you need it. Now we're going to click on this print friendly page. You go out, you call on a customer, you update his serial numbers, you update the hour meter readings, you make some important corrections. It's a good idea to follow up that visit by giving him a current snapshot of his inventory. So while you're still there, you can print out a clean report of that customer's machine profile. Say, here's a snapshot of your current inventory. I corrected those serial numbers, and the hour meter readings are accurate as of this morning. So it's just a nice little way to differentiate yourself from the other guys when you're working with that customer. And if he likes email, you can also email that list to him with just a paragraph thanking him for his business and summarizing what you did for him. I'm going to click on this pick ticket, and we're going to open that up. And calling this thing a pick list is really the understatement of the century, because this document can become lots of things. Earlier I said we threw a filter pack in there, and when I took that filter pack off the application search, it automatically populates the machine model number. Had I jumped from the profile of that filter pack, I also would have gotten the serial number of that machine. Now, if I send this machine to the business system, just the way it's structured here, it's going to open a parts document on your parts counter, it's going to print out, and it's going to wait for you to invoice it or do something else with it. But this document can do a lot of other things as well. Shortly, you're going to see this down arrow button get hit, and underneath there, I can add labor, I can add comments, and I can add miscellaneous codes. Now without labor, this becomes a parts document. If I add labor to this document, send it to the business system, I've just opened a work order quote. Maybe when I get out there, I'm going to do more work with this tractor. I can insert another segment on this job. I can add more parts and more labor, and on site, I can open a multiple segment document working with that customer. I've got the job view clicked, so that means if I'm putting together a whole job that I want to talk to that customer about, the price will be suppressed except for a package price on the bottom. If that customer needs to see line item detail, I can unclick that. It's an option that you have available. The this is something I do repeatedly, I can also save this off in about 12 seconds, create an MST, and I can use it over and over again and insert it into another customer's document, again in about 12 seconds. We can show you that in the Expo booth. Now, the idea behind this class is planning and executing quality visits. So here's a low technology tool we have for planning the visit. Underneath the clipboard, we have the notepad. Some CSRs have trouble organizing an agenda. What we suggest they do is just put in the customer and type in the things that they want to talk to them about, the order they want to cover them. We always suggest you throw in a couple extra bullets too. Anybody know why? What happens when you go out and call on a customer? Something new comes up, exactly right. You're out here to look at this machine. He says, can you take a look at this one while you're out here? Or he says, hey, can you take a note back, tell so-and-so this, and so follow-up things, other things they take care of. The idea is capturing all the value that you provided to that customer during that visit. Now, CSRs use this a couple different ways. We have some that keep running log of all their customer visits, and so after a day's visits, they can cut and paste this into that log, and then they can have a complete document story of all the value they've added to customers. We have other aftermarket managers that are moving towards weekly trip reports. And so a CSR who takes care of one of these after every visit can just cut and paste this into that trip report and build it on the fly through the week instead of trying to figure out what he covered at the end of the week.